5,000 years ago, in the heart of endless deserts, on the fertile banks of the Nile, a civilization was born. A civilization so powerful, it carved its name into stone, into the stars, and into eternity. They believed they spoke with gods and built cities for the life after death. Even today, the secrets hidden in the shadows of the pyramids, the silence of mummies, and the whispers of the desert still tell us their story. This is the tale of ancient Egypt, the quest for immortality of the children of the Nile. Nile, the source of life. Egypt is the gift of the Nile. For thousands of years, this was the absolute truth. Every year, the Nile would flood, bringing life to the barren desert lands. The black soil it left behind gave birth to wheat, barley, dates, and flax. The Nile became Egypt's lifeline. The Egyptians lived by its rhythm: inundation, sowing, and harvest. The Nile was not only food, it was transport, trade, unity. And for them, it was sacred. The god Happy was the spirit of the river. The Nile was life itself, gods in the afterlife. For the Egyptians, the world was a reflection of the gods. The rising sun was Ra's eternal journey. The night belonged to Osiris, lord of death and rebirth. Osiris, god of resurrection. Isis, goddess of magic and motherhood. Horus, the falcon-eyed protector of the sky. And Anubis, guide of the dead. But the greatest mystery was life after death. For them, death was not the end. It was the beginning of an eternal journey. The soul prepared for the afterlife with prayers from the Book of the Dead. And Anubis weighed every heart against the feather of truth. If the heart was heavy, the monster Ammit devoured it. But if it was pure, the soul rose to the stars to live among the gods. To reach eternity, the body had to be preserved. Thus, the art of mummification was born. Organs carefully removed, the body cleansed with sacred oils, wrapped in linen for eternity. Food, jewelry, weapons, figurines, all placed in the tomb. For the journey ahead would be long. For them, a tomb was an eternal home. Pharaohs, gods on earth. Egypt was ruled by pharaohs, but they were no ordinary kings. They were the shadows of gods on earth. The word of the pharaoh was divine will, his breath as vital as the flow of the Nile. Every pharaoh sought to carve his immortality into stone. Khufu built the Great Pyramid. Ramses led the empire to its peak. Tutankhamun, though short-lived, became eternal. And Cleopatra, with beauty, wisdom, and courage, defied Rome itself. Pharaohs were not just rulers. They were the children of gods, fighting for immortality. Pyramids and temples. In the heart of the desert rise colossal stone mountains, the pyramids of Giza, millions of blocks, each weighing over 2 tons. How were they moved? How were they raised? The mystery endures. The Sphinx with the body of a lion and the face of a man, a silent guardian against the winds of the desert. Karnak, Luxor, Abu Simbel, temples carved with prayers, built in honor of gods, and writing hieroglyphs, the language of the divine. Every line, every symbol, a prayer, a memory, a story. Papyrus, the world's first paper. In stones and in writings, ancient Egypt found immortality, daily life. But Egypt was not only pharaohs and temples. In villages, farmers plowed their fields. Children played with clay toys. Women managed households, and sometimes even ruled the state. Women could inherit property, own businesses, serve as priestesses, even become pharaoh. Fashion was part of their eternal quest. Linen robes, golden jewelry, kohl-lined eyes. Beauty was an offering to the gods. Their meals were simple yet abundant,